Hi everyone and welcome. In today's Power BI tutorial, I'm going to show you how to take full control of your stacked bar chart's y-axis intervals. This is an essential skill if you want your data visuals to be both clear and customized for your reporting needs. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make sure your y-axis displays information just the way you want, whether that means showing every single year, customizing steps, or improving overall chart readability. Let's get started. Now, first off, let's talk quickly about the problem we're solving. When you use a stacked bar chart in Power BI, the x-axis is typically where your main measured values go, things like sales, revenue, whatever you're tracking. The y-axis, on the other hand, holds your categories such as region, product, or maybe year. Here's the catch. Power BI tries its best to automatically decide how your axis should appear and where the grid lines or markers should land. Most of the time, it does a decent job, but there are plenty of situations where you want more control. Maybe Power BI is skipping over certain years, so instead of seeing a sequence like 2018, 2019, 2020, you only see a few, missing out crucial data points. Or maybe you want your axis to count in steps of 5, 10, or 1000, but Power BI chooses something entirely different. It can feel like your chart just isn't telling the full story you want it to. So how do we fix that? Let's walk through the steps together. First, create your stacked bar chart. In the Visualizations pane, click on the stacked bar chart icon. This is what we'll be working with. Next, to build the chart, drag your category field, say year or region, onto the y-axis slot. Then take your measure field, perhaps sales or revenue, and drag it over to the x-axis. Already you should see a basic version of your chart on the canvas. Now let's open up the Format pane. Just click on your chart and then look for the Paint roller. That's the icon for formatting. Once you've got the Format pane open, find the y-axis section and expand it. This area is where all the magic happens for customizing the y-axis. You'll see options to turn the axis on or off, switch the scale between linear and logarithmic, set where the axis should start and end, and most importantly for us today, adjust the interval or step size. Let's focus on that interval setting for a moment, because this is really the key to unlocking your axis. Under y-axis, look for scale and then for interval. Here you can go in and type your own custom step. For example, imagine your y-axis is years and spans from 2015 to 2025. If you set the interval to 1, Power BI will display every single year, no skipping. Or say you're using a numeric y-axis, like percentages from 0 to 100. You could set the interval to 10 and you'll see tick marks at every 10% point, 0, 10, 20, all the way up. This hands-on control makes it super easy to highlight exactly the range of information you want viewers to focus on. Let's make it concrete with a quick example. Suppose you have sales data for each year like this. 2018, $15,000, 2019, $20,000, 2020, $25,000, 2021, $22,000, and 2022, $30,000. But when you look at your stacked bar chart, Power BI only shows some of the years on the axis, not all 5. All you have to do is set that y-axis interval to 1, and suddenly every year pops into view. This guarantees your viewers see the full story year by year. One more thing to keep in mind. If your y-axis is made up of categories like regions, say east, west, north, and south, you won't be able to set a numeric interval since these aren't numbers. In that case, consider reordering or sorting your categories, or if necessary, assign them a numeric index column for more advanced scenarios. But for numeric axes like figures or percentages, you're free to experiment with any interval that helps your viewers digest the data more easily. And here's a final helpful tip. If your chart feels a bit cluttered or hard to read, don't be shy about turning on grid lines in the y-axis formatting options. Grid lines can help the eye track across the chart, making the information pop, especially when sharing with beginners or less data-savvy viewers. So that's how you adjust y-axis intervals in Power BI's stacked bar charts. Now you can force Power BI to display all your key categories or steps, clean up your visuals, and make sure your data story comes through crystal clear. If you found this tutorial useful, please hit that like button. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or want to share how you use these features, and make sure to subscribe for more Power BI tips and tutorials. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.